Retirement. The word retirement is a big word. If someone retires, there should be gratuity depending on where the person is working or pension. They will retire well. Now, retirement concerning that says ex-service chiefs to get 4 bulletproof SUVs. SUV, that's plural. 20 domestic aids. I don't know where. In their apartment, right? 36 soldiers list are there. So the headline which says retirement ex-service chiefs to get 4 bulletproof SUVs, 20 domestic aids, 36 soldiers. Now, for all these, it says the outgoing chief of defense staff service chiefs in Nigeria will receive significant retirement benefits. Wow. Including bulletproof vehicles, personal assistants, guards, and generous overseers and oversee and every other thing they want to oversee, and also for medical allowances. Wow. Well, according to news, this information was gathered from a restricted document outlining the terms and conditions of service for officers of the Nigerian Armed Forces. The retirees include the recent Chief of Defense Staff, General Lucky Rabo, along with other senior military leaders like Lieutenant General Farouk Yahaya, Vice Admiral Awal Gambo, and Air Marshal Isiaka Amaho. Section 11.8 of the HTA COS 2017, a revised version of the HTA COS 2012 listed the benefits of retiring CDS and service chiefs to include 1 bulletproof SUV or its equivalent vehicle to be maintained by the service and to be replaced every 4 years. Wow. Peugeot, which is the Peugeot they use, Peugeot 508 or equivalent backup vehicle, and 5 domestic aids made up of 2 service cooks, 2 stewards, and a civilian gardener. Wow. And each of them is also entitled to an aide de camp security officer, special assistant of a lieutenant captain or equivalent, or personal assistant of the rank of warrant officer or equivalent, and 9 standard guards of 9 soldiers. Again, each of them is also entitled to an aide de camp security officer, special assistant of a lieutenant captain or equivalent, or personal assistant of the rank of warrant officer or equivalent, and 9 standard guards of 9 soldiers. Now, the immediate power CDS and service chiefs are also entitled to 3 service drivers, 1 service orderly, escort to be provided by the appropriate military units, formations as the need arises, and free medical cover in Nigeria and abroad. They are also to retain all military uniforms and accoutrements, to be worn for appropriate ceremonies, as well as personal firearms. However, such firearms shall be retrieved by the relevant services upon the death of the beneficiaries. Wow. In section 11.19 of the HTA COS 2017 says also listed the retirement benefit of a lieutenant general for the Nigerian Army, vice admiral for the Navy, and air marshal for the Air Force to include 2 Peugeot 508 cars, or 1 Toyota Land Cruiser, 2 cooks, 2 stewards, 4 residential guards, 1 service orderly, 2 service drivers, free medical treatment in the country and abroad to the tune of $20,000 yearly. Wow, it's interesting. In the HTACOS, however, the retirement benefits for a major general in the Army, Rear Admiral in the Navy, and Air Vice Marshal in Air Force, who has 2-star officers, include 1 Pojo 508, a cook, a steward, 2 residential guards, 1 service orderly, 1 service driver, Friday housing, wealth cool, free medicals in Nigeria and abroad to the tune of $15,000 per year. And there are 1 staff officers who are brigadier generals, commodore, and air commodore upon retirement are entitled to 1 Pojo 408, a service driver, 2 residential guards, 1 service orderly, and free medicals locally and abroad to the tune of $10,000 each. For colonel, captains, and group captains in the Army, Navy, and Air Force, respectively, each of them is expected to go with a Pojo 301 or another car of the same value and free medical cover in the country. The document underwent a review in 2022 following a 5-year period, but it wasn't signed due to perceived inequality in benefit distribution. For it to take effect, the Chief of Defense Staff, with the President's permission, needs to sign the document. The current HTACOS in use specifies that the CDS and service chiefs must be 4-star generals and can only hold the positions for a continuous period of 2 years, and that the commander-in-chief can extend such appointments for another period of 2 years from the date of expiration of the initial 2-year period. Despite the detailed provisions, the tenure of the CDS and service chiefs is left to the President's discretion, raising concerns over potentially unfair extensions. The former President Muhammadu Buhari invoked this provision to extend the tenure of the service chiefs appointed in 2015 until their replacement in January 2021. Meanwhile, many major generals and equivalents in the Navy and Air Force are expected to apply for voluntary retirement latest by Monday following the appointment of new service chiefs. Wow. I believe with all this a review now, I think I'm still gonna think about it, because if Nigeria is gonna be good, let it be good. There are benefits that are out there that we need to have achieved. Not even being a 5-star general, not even being a banker or the route, not being a police retiring, or not, naturally, you understand. As far as you are registered with government, in other words, you are a public. There are funds that are coming out from you as being part of the public, that is called public funds, that goes to them also. So I don't know, return or recycling is what we need in the country. Well, let's do good. I always say justice for one is justice for all. I rest my case.